What's up, y'all? We back with another episode of Speakeasy with my esteemed colleague, Devin
Yeah.
Ferguson.
I'm about to cut you off, but you help me out, D_Fergo on social media.
And of course, I'm Rudy Gay, at Rudy Gay on all platforms. And this is another episode brought to you by the Believe Network. And, seemed like we've been gone for a minute. Now we back for the jump off. Let's see what we got to talk about there.
We're gonna recap last night's game.
Before we get into that, DeMar Hamlin has been cleared to play this year and resume all physical activity. So, congratulations. That was a long road, obviously scary, and it's good to see him back out there. From an unfortunate event. But what were you saying?
I was just saying that we're gonna recap last night's game. Kings Warriors. Everybody's talking about it. I mean, we might as well just jump right into the first topic that everybody's gonna talk about today.
Before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about the Philadelphia game.
Okay.
Is that anything that you didn't expect? Obviously, we weren't live. And we were, being diplomatic about the outcome, but there's nothing. Is there anything surprising about what you saw yesterday?
No. Like I said yesterday, I think it's gonna be a gentleman sweep 4-1 Philly. Philly made an adjustment. They kind of doubled Bridges to get it out of his hands. Cam Thomas stepped up. I like him. I like his game.
Mm-hmm.
And
one thing about Cam Thomas, I mean, I think he's been overshadowed by Bridges, but I think that's a kid that can be really good too. I think a lot of times when you have you're on the team, I think and the thing about it, nobody even expect Mikal Bridges to play this way. It's just when he was with Phoenix, they expected him to play defense, and he's still a good defender, but he could do more as he's showing now. And same with Cam Thomas. I expect him to open up his game. He was running pick and roll and everything yesterday. That's something that he wouldn't even be allowed to do in Phoenix because of the other players. But he's expanding his game, and I love to see it, especially on this platform, not on platform, but on this stage. But it wasn't enough.
It's not going to be enough. I mean, Philly it's too much. Tyrese Maxey, I'm high on him. I'll put it to you like this. I got high on him off of 2K. I'm just going to be honest. I use him on 2K. And that made me watch his game even more in real life. I'm just going to be honest.
Never use him in 2K.
I use him in 2K.
I can't even play 2K around my kids because I don't get to play. But yeah. I don't remember the last time I played it. You know what? After this, I'm going to play 2K. And I'm going to see who's going to win the championship based off of 2K. Apparently, it works.
It works. Sometimes it works. It works.
Got your thinking cap on?
Got my thinking cap on today, boy.
Me too, man. Me too. All that's saying is we both need haircuts.
Bingo.
Anyway, where we going next with it?
I mean, there's only 2 games on yesterday, so it's only right to get to the game of the night.
All right. Before we talk about the
obvious
incident that happened last night, what do you think about the outcome?
The Sacramento Kings young group are not scared of the champions. They don't care. They're just going at him. They are really attacking him. Herder, how you say his name? That's how you say his name, Herder?
They know what you're talking about.
Well, when he got Steph Curry in front of him, he's attacking the rim. He was hitting some of his threes. Monk's coming off the bench, and he just providing that spot. And Fox, they can't stay in front of Fox. He's too fast like a fox. They just can't stop him.
I think one, the crowd is crazy. They run off adrenaline. Don't get me wrong, they're a good team. They've been playing well all year. But it's just Golden State's missing something.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They're attacking the rim. You know what I'm saying? They have no rim protection at all. Whereas the teams before, you would have those people and even JaVale McGee, he didn't start, but he'll come in, he'll protect the rim. You'll always have a guy to come in and protect the rim, even though they may not start with them. but they always had it at some point. I feel like they're missing that.
Wiseman trade. Maybe they're missing Wiseman right now.
I mean, the thing, maybe, but was he ready?
He didn't look ready, but when he got to Detroit, he was playing a little well.
Devin, he didn't play enough.
Exactly.
You got to play that boy, man.
What
was he, 18, 19?
Yeah, they didn't play him.
I don't know what's happening in between there, but I do feel like they, they missed out on somebody that could probably be helping right now.
Yeah.
They're probably hard on him. When you go to a championship competitor or a championship, pedigree, they want you to be ready right now. And I guess they ain't have time for him to develop. But good to see him panning out in Detroit. By the way, it's a couple of names in that Detroit job that I'm familiar with. Did you read up on it?
I seen a little bit of it. Yeah, I looked at a little. I've seen a couple of tweets about it. I didn't really read a whole article.
They said what, Kevin Ollie and Ime?
Ime, yeah.
Either both of them. I'd love to see them back in the, Kevin get a chance in the league. Ime back in the league, but
second chance.
I mean, I'd love to see one of them get a job. One of them, especially with my UConn, but especially with Case moving up and being in the front office, what I'm saying. I think that's a good move. People that are familiar with coaching, familiar with the teams, and being in the front office, and somebody that's been around the league for a long time. But within that loss for Golden State, we got the kick everybody's talking about.
The stomp.
The Bay Area stomp, man. So give me your take on that.
I feel like I understand, like, he grabs your ankle and you have to do something, but I also feel like the stomp was intentional. It was like all right, this is the second time. He keeps saying this is the second time it happened. And it's like, okay, you grabbed me, you got me, but I got something for you. I'm gonna run off and I'm gonna stomp down on you and plant my foot on you so I can get up the court.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in these games, you're gonna do little things to irritate your opponent. The game before, Draymond just laid on him. So you remember?
Yeah.
He just laid on him. So I mean, there's different things you do in the midst of battle. He just got caught.
Yeah, he just got caught. And as a fan, I don't mind the game getting a little chippy. I don't. It's okay with me. I don't have a problem with it. I mean, that was on the line of excessive, but I like a little. That makes the game even more better for me.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, you get grabbed, and your first reaction is to obviously, I'm not saying kick people and do all that stuff, but
right.
Your first reaction is to get off me. However you want a person to get off you, that's what you do. Was it good timing?
Bad timing. Horrible.
I don't think so. It's kind of, it would be hard to get away with something like that in the in a playoff series like that. You know what I mean?
And they were trying to make a comeback right there, and they really needed him. He anchors like you said, that rim protection. He may not be a shot blocker like that, but he has great defensive awareness, so he can help with that rim protection. He was out of there for that comeback. They were trying to come back at that point.
Yeah.
He went down 4-3 or something at the time.
I don't know. It's just the Kings play extremely hard, man. You know what I'm saying? Extremely hard.
Extremely.
And I mean, I was watching yesterday. I'm like, man, these boys are like, you could tell. But it's going to take a lot of thought, a lot of going to the drawing board. And, they were trapping every pick and roll.
That defense, they played great defense yesterday.
Great defense. They trapped every pick and roll. They switched everything with Clay and Steph and just didn't want them to get anything open. And, I mean, obviously, threes is big for them. But, and if the game was different, if they didn't need so many threes by being down, then I don't think it will be as important because they're smart players. They know how to get score off of those kind of like defensive things because that's how they got to where they are. But they live off their threes and they didn't allow many threes. So that that to me shows why they came out with that win, the second win. Now, going back to that Bay, and I said this about Sacramento, like that second game, who knows who's going to get it. But going back to the Bay,
it'll be just as tough.
First of all, Steph's never been down 0-2.
Ever. First time.
So, I mean, is this the end of the Splash Bros era?
It could be. I don't know. But they haven't been a good road team all season. And
how you going to win a championship and not be a good road team?
Right. And you down 2-0 now. So even if you win
0-2.
Oh, you down 0-2. I'm sorry, but if you win the next two games, you're going to have to win one on the road to win the series. And see, if you go over the season, they're bad on the road. Like,
well, now you want to win two on the road.
Yeah.
Well, one on the road and back one and one.
Yeah, you get one back home. So you got to at least win one if you want to win the series.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It could be the end. It could be the end of not the Splash Bros, but that three. That
what
big
three?
Steph, Clay, and Draymond. This could be.
Well, they came out and said that Clay is looking for a max extension.
Right.
And Draymond will be up this summer, right?
Yep.
They paid Wiggins
and Poole.
They got some decisions to make.
They got some. I think that big three is. I think this is it. They're going. If they want to make this thing last a little longer, those big three, because those are three, and you got a fourth with Andre Iguodala, who's been a part of it, but he's not playing right now.
Nah, Dre is done after this year. I believe Dre is done. He said he's done regardless.
Right. So this big three, this might be their last ride. Hope they're documenting this thing.
Well, we could be watching the end of a dynasty. Are they a dynasty? Would you call that a dynasty?
Yeah, I'm gonna give them a dynasty title.
What defines a dynasty?
You know what? We're gonna have to think about that on another episode.
Yeah, let's come back to that because I don't know.
Because I gotta think on that.
Yeah. I mean, by my whatever I know about a dynasty, I think that's a dynasty, man. By playing, you knew you had to bring your hard hat when you played against the Warriors because you knew the type of firepower they have.
Yeah. The reign has been over 10 years, so I mean that's.
Could you see Clay in the Laker uniform?
Maybe because you see Draymond in the Laker uniform, he wants to get there.
If you had your choice.
Oh, I'm taking Clay.
I'm just saying. What can help that team? I think Clay can help that team. I don't know. But, Clay can help any team.
Any team.
I think Draymond's more of a acquired taste, but Clay can help any team.
Yeah, any team. Draymond's, you put him on the right team, he's gonna help boost that energy, bring the defense, does a smart play. But Clay, you put him anywhere.
He's doing both.
That three.
And he's a defender. He'll defend anybody.
He'll defend, and he brings his little quirky fire too. So
I don't know, man. But look, we got a couple games today. What we got?
We got 3 games today. We got the best game of the day for me, Knicks Cavs. And then we got Hawks Celtics, and then we got Clippers Suns. That might be a better game. Clippers Suns tonight. Okay.
I don't know. It could be one of those Sacramento situations. We don't know.
We don't know.
But, I guess we'll see. Tune into the speakeasy where we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
Might
go live again tonight.
Yeah, let's go live tonight. Let's figure it out.
All right, cool.
All right, bro.
Later.
That is the speakeasy brought to you by Believe Network. And you have your boy, RG the Kid, with your boy, DFergo.